Oh, shit.
We have a potential 600 in progress for Hermosa Beach. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here. Okie dokie. The hell kind of intro was that, Craig? Hey, man, this is a sweet, positive one with some mild ass eating in it. Oh, I'm not supposed to say it in the first 8 minutes. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm shadow banned anyways. Yeah. Turn on your subscription thing, the bell, the ding dong. Stop playing with your ding dong and turn on the ding dong. Plug your dates, Greg. Hey, January 25th, San Jose Improv. That's a good one. That's a theater. That's fantastic. San Jose Improv. And then January 27th, Sacramento. That's a theater. The Crest Theater with Steph Tolev. That will be lit. And then February 3rd. You didn't say that word right, did you, Craig? February 3rd, 4th, 5th, we're doing Pennsylvania and Maryland. And tickets on my website. Followed by Lexington, Kentucky. That possibly might be rescheduled because Bobby Lee hit me up to do the road with them, and I got to figure that out. This is too much information. Followed by San Diego. That is not on my website yet. I need to do that. I'm one man. It's hard. American Comedy Co. And then we got March 9th through 12th, Plano, Texas. And then March 29th, San Diego again. April 5th, Ontario Improv. Those are the one-nighters. I get the door deal. So you come. You hear me?
It's California?
Yes, Ontario, California, not Canada. Ontario Improv. And there's a lot more dates that are on my website. You know, that's the near future. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. You show up to my shows, and I was about to cuss. See? They censor you. I just love you is the whole moral of the story. This podcast is a good one. So tell the world. Peace. Get away from me, wall. The walls are caving in. No cussing for 8 minutes, Craig. Can we do it?
I think if after 8 minutes you cuss a lot, it'll still, like, I don't know.
Then what's the point?
I know. I need to read the whole list of rules, but it's pretty hard.
YouTube be cock blocking. Does that count?
Yeah, that does.
That counts.
Yeah.
You can't say cock.
Nope.
But what if it's a peacock?
See, then you can, yeah.
The P makes it okay, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
AI, what are you doing to humanity? Whatever happened to freedom of speech? What happened there, Craig? Good heavens. I just took a nap and a shower. Mister, get over here. I got too much sugar in this drink right here. I put yuzu, pineapple yuzu, liquid IV, and it's delicious. Oh, this is going to be a long one. No, all over the place. Hang on. Namaste, everybody. We'll get some. Hang on. Let me chug some of this. I'm so tired. Sleepy time. Pause. Do you guys start work right away? Because when I worked at Trader Joe's, I drank coffee and hit on the shitter. Ooh, does that count? YouTube? Whatever. They'll demonetize me. They'll just step on my throat. I'm so rich. It doesn't matter. Look, I'm wearing All Saints. I got gold on my neck. Where is it? So heavy. It's so thick and big. I could find it with ease. Hang on, can you see it? Poquito. I'm so rich. Look at this gold. God is good. See? You got to change it. Anyhow, hang on. Let me get some pineapple yuzu liquid IV energy. I only had one coffee today. My tummy has been, whew, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that. We'll save that for later. Don't you let me forget it.
I won't.
This homie pooped his pants. The hole's not big enough. You have to chug, you know?
Yeah.
I'm so, like, aggressive, kind of, sort of. That's a bad word in this climate. I just mean, like, I'll go to chug, and then it'll spill down the sides of my mouth. And I'm like, what are you doing, Craig? Why? You're by yourself. What are you, in a rush to get your recliner? Sadie's gone. Nobody's here. You in a rush to watch John Wick for the 14th time this week? That's all I watched. What the hell was that? Mr. Cat, come on now. He knocked over my shotgun. Don't open that door.
I don't know if it's healthy to watch John Wick 14 times.
Why?
It seems...
Defend yourself, Chris. He only kills bad guys. That's why I like it. It's I don't watch. If it was like real, I'm not watching Out of the Furnace with Christian Bale. It's a good movie. You should know it. Woody Harrelson, Christian Bale, Forrest Whitaker. It's a fantastic movie. Real sad. Real sad. Watched it twice. Still think about it and I go, huh. Fantastic movie. If you want a real slow, dark movie, Casey Affleck, Academy Award winners. That's how you got to say it. Fantastic film. It's not heavy like that. John Wick's not heavy. It's fun. I like it because I just like people that stand up and defend themselves against evil. And that's what that movie is. They killed this puppy. His poopy. His poopy. Man, my nuts are so smashed together right now. It's fantastic. I'm going to chop them off. I'm going to join the club. I'm going to leave my dick and get rid of my nuts. How about that? They call me Peckerhead. I don't know. I'm just riffing here. We're just riffing. What are we talking about, Craig? Defend yourself. Speaking of that, I have been defending. I've been popping off. I cussed my daddy out. I've been going nuts. Dude, day 8, no weed. Day 9. Oh, my baby. My soulmate. I miss you. I wish I could have a healthy relationship with you, but you run the show. And I talk about it so much, but people are inspired by it and everyone misinterprets it. Once again, if you used to shoot heroin and now you do dabs, keep doing the dabs. Okay? Okay. I'm just saying I'm at a place in my life where I'm strong enough where I don't need my little weedy no more. And I have unhealthy relationship with things because I'm a little fiend over here. And to each their own. You do what's best for you. You know if it's holding you back, and you know if it's good for you. No need to slide into my DMs and be like, oh, actually, shut the fart up. YouTube, you're really making me a pussy boy like my father always said I would be. Now, my dad's just kind of a dick my whole life and has been real mean and hard on me and critical to me and my sisters. And I love him, and I beat him up now. It's all good. But no, I just been running on edge, dude. No weed, 100% sober. Lost my lady, and you're just angry. You're a little angry. So he just says mean shit, and I have no tolerance for it right now. And I snapped at him. I said, "You shut the fuck up, old man." And it was crazy. And he went, and it was kind of funny because I just basically gave him a taste of his own medicine. And I was like, "Where do you think I learned that from, father?" Not because he was saying I didn't deserve dinner and to give it a Joe. And I said, "Fuck you. Don't go to my show then, bitch." Because he was going to my show, headline Irvine Improv. This is why I have so much rage and anger. I did Irvine Improv. It was fantastic. A lot of people showed up. Sold like 250, 300 tickets. It's phenomenal. Sold a ton of hoodies. Did a good chunk of new material and the hits for the fans. Killed it. I don't think there was one lull. And then my dad stops by because we're going to watch the big waves. And we're having what would normally be a joyous time. And then he just says shit like, "All your material's dirty, huh?" And I'm just like, you go like this. You go, "How about good job, son?" You're not a drug addict anymore. You're not in jail. You're doing what you love. You live by the beach. You got gold on your neck. Nah, none of that. None of that. And I'm just like this. Oh, shit. My mom is actually the same, but she's much sweeter about it. They're just so critical, but it's not even, that's just how they were brought up, you know? It was just a different era. They're just old school. Like, my dad was poor, my mom was poor. And my father came from a single mother. She had to run from his father. And I'm so hard on my dad, too, but I already know that his father probably tortured him. He was a psychopath that my grandmother ran away from across the country. Like, you know how bad you got to be as a human being if somebody goes from Boston, Massachusetts to Los Angeles because you're scary, you know? They got that firecracker, which I like to a certain degree, but, you know, I love that stuff. Like that gardener with the sword, you know. I like it. I like it. And I felt awful, but I apologized immediately. I got a big old heart. And I just said, "Hey, Dad, I'm not doing well right now. I'm freshly sober again." My lady left. It's hard to do, you know. I loved her. I still do. And you're just dealing with shit. It was broken, and that's okay. And we made the right decision and once again, I talked about it a bunch, but shout out to us for acknowledging it, because we could have just had a baby and lived miserably for 20 years, you know, but we dealt with it, and we're going to learn and grow from it. And it's just like, I don't need help going down. I need love, laughter, light. You're my father. I end up, I called him out for his snarky remark about like talking shit on my comedy, basically. I was like, I didn't yell at him this time though. And, cause I was on heroin. I'm just kidding. No. I said, I was like, you know what you could say, Dad? I was like, you could say, "Good job, son. You killed it." And then he's like, and he even laughed. He's like, "Well, I tell everybody else that." I was like, "Why don't you tell me that?" I was like, "You're proud of me to everybody else. At the dive bar where you get your beers for $1.50 still. You tell everybody how great I am. And then to me, you tell me I'm a piece of shit." And you wonder, you know, why. And it's just crazy. I'm a man. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm in healing. I'm doing the hypnotherapy. I'm gonna do something I'm so scared of. I'm finally gonna do ayahuasca, dog. I don't want to face what I gotta face. Yeah. I'm so scared. I'm so fucking scared. No cussing, YouTube pussy. Who gives a shit? And you ever just so messed up? I was just driving, crying like I've been doing lately. And I get it out in the car because I'm a man. We don't be crying in public like no bitch. And I'm just like, what happened? I was like, was I molested? You know, like you start questioning it. I don't think I was. I don't remember. But how on earth can I be this fucked up? You know, you're asking God, like, was I? I heard you black it out. I heard through Maury Povich one time on the Ricky Lake. And it's just like, I don't know. Probably not. I told you I went to the bathroom with my older neighbor one time, but I was excited about it. She was an older woman taking advantage of me. And I said, hot damn. But I don't really think anything happened. Yeah, I told you about, I don't want to put no people on blast, but she was like 2 years older than me, and my sisters are 5 and 7 years older than me. And she was telling my eldest sister what stuff was. And she's like, what? We're like, we don't know what that stuff is over here. You keep that over there, young lady. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening over there, but we don't want it over here. We're trying to live a good life watching Kool-Aid, drinking Kool-Aid. Yeah, just been snapping, man. Just tired of nonsense. I'm not necessarily, I guess lately when I've been snapping, it has been justifiable, or, you know, it didn't come from nowhere. That's when I feel real rotten about it. But like if somebody pokes the bear and you poke back, it's like, that's fair game. Because I actually just did it at AA. I didn't snap though. It wasn't psycho, none of that. I was getting Sadie off my car insurance. No wonder I was weeping. And canceling her AAA. Sorry, Sadie, no more free ride. Just kidding. We still talk. We're friends. It's all good. It's just for comedy. But I was doing that. And then the lady helping me, it was good because I was down. You know, it's like sad. You're like, oh man, I got to save my money. I'm gonna be paying that car insurance. And I was turning in the release of liability for the Toyota Camry that I gave my little cousin. Did we talk about that?
No.
Oh, I got to talk about that. Don't let me forget
All
that.
right.
And we'll insert photos and videos here because that was just heartwarming. Oh, that little guy made me cry in a good way. And so we're turning in the release of liability on the 17-year-old Camry with 217,000 miles. And we're taking Sadie off the insurance and canceling her AAA because she is out of state now. And I need to save some money. And then the lady recognized me. She's like, oh, my God, are you a comedian? She's like, I follow you. You're so funny. That never gets old. That never gets old. You know what it is. I started with nothing. It feels good. It feels so good. And then this other dude, maybe about 5 minutes later, he comes in, and he initially sold me the policy. And he goes, oh, yeah, I sold you the policy. He's like, actually, I saw you a week after I sold you the policy at the Laugh Factory. And he's like, oh, my God, you were actually funny. And instantly I was like, you know what? You could not say actually. You could just say I was funny because actually makes it an insult and it's quite rude. And then he went, you know? I was like, yeah, motherfucker. I'm sober over here. And then I like threw in like two more. Like I snuck two more in before he left in like 2 minutes. I was like, actually, you get the hell out of here. He's like, oh, shit. I was like, yeah, baby. Pitbull in here. And it's just people don't even know they're rude, you know? It's just like that was a perfect sentence minus one word. But that one word makes it an insult. Oh, your kid's actually cute. You're ugly. So I thought you were going to make an ugly baby. But he's actually cute. I know it's not said, but that's what that one word does. It means you expected me to be garbage. And you can leave that part out. You know? Have you seen the world outside? It's on fire. You don't need to add to it. I got too much damn sugar. I need more water. This thing is
Just chewing it.
Yeah. I put the whole packet in. It's not enough water for the whole packet of liquid IV. I should have put a half packet, but I'm tired. Weeping makes you tired. Weeping makes you tired. No. Oh, I gotta water this down. Hang on. We need a break. This shit is salty. Because it's liquid IV and has sodium in it too. Mm-hmm. How is this so sugary and salty? Hang on, let me get a couple more. I kind of like it now. You know when you get used to it? It's like syrup. Let me top this off because it's quite disgusting and I'm quite thirsty. One moment, please. Pause. Oh my God, so much better. I can't believe I was drinking it like that. It actually tastes good. It was like up to there. I was just late. All my water bottles are dirty. I haven't been doing the dishes. I need to vacuum. I got to do laundry. You just don't want to do anything, you know? Maintenance. Who wants to do maintenance? Maintenance. I don't want to. I just want to do sugar and rot. You gotta stay strong. Stay fighting, Craig. You're an inspiration to the junkies. I don't want to be. I want to join you. But we can't because we know where that leads. To feeling good. Feeling real good. The homie said some poetic shit, and I'm going to say it on here. I hope he doesn't mind. But my good man, Darius Bennett, he said, let me make sure I get this right. He said, the devil feels good, but God is good. It doesn't necessarily, you know what I mean? Like is good means work out, eat right, Blah, 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 blah. And the devil's like, sugar, salt, pork, pussy, drugs. Way better. Way better. You know? And we get a little, I say God and devil a lot. You can take that, you know, holy roller or not, because I don't like too much holy roly because it gets a little weird. But you know what I mean. It's an analogy. Good and bad, dark and light, yin and yang, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's just easier terms that everyone quickly understands. And he said that, and I was like, that's some mic drop shit. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it's true. Because the right path, it's always harder and not fun and longer.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want to.
Yeah, the payoff is way better.
Yeah.
With no consequences, but it takes forever to get the payoff.
Yes.
The other one's quick, but it comes with consequences for being so quick.
Yes. Yes. You're like, maybe I shouldn't have came in that stripper. Too much, Craig. Too much. Oh, we got to talk about that. I got so many notes. We're just free flowing right now. Stay in the pocket, Craig. Speaking of that, speaking of strippers, fantastic. I got on the Tinder and the Bumble again. Oh, what hot garbage that is. What hot garbage that is. I was matching. I was communicating. Didn't meet up with the soul. And I already deleted them. I was like, I hate this. It felt cool. The, like hitting a slot machine. Oh, a match. Ooh. And they always throw a dude in there. It's true. The jokes have been done. They're a little hacky, but like every 40th person. What?
No, I was just...
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Why they do that?
It's
They're like,
weird.
just checking. Just checking how lonely are you? Because he'll suck your dick right now. And the other ones barely answer. I'm like, oh, man, I ain't that lonely yet. We ain't in prison. We ain't in prison. And he's got a beard. At least look like a woman. Come on, man. I ain't gay. Oh, that's so funny. Why do they do that? That's so weird. You say interested in... Anyways, like, are they doing that to females?
I bet.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yep.
Look at her. She
Yeah,
got a
some
big
people-
clit. Big old clit. What'd you say?
Some people just, swipe right. Like they play the numbers game.
Well, that's what happened. I just go,
Yeah.
rah.
Maybe that's like a
And then I
punishment.
matched with a dude, but he bamboozled me because the front photo was him and a hot girl. And we matched. And then I went like Spidey senses. I said, wait a minute, which one are you? And he's like, look at the next photos. And I was like, oh, I'm good. And I unmatched his ass. I was like, you can't be tricking me, bro. I like pussy. Once again, have I talked about the bushes? The bush blowjobs?
Yep.
I've been trying to turn that into a bit. Damn, man. Where's the straight bushes at? They getting the dick sucked every day. Every day. With no strings attached. You know? That sounds so monstrous. But when I said to myself, I said, Sadie, this shit hurts. This was 4 years. I loved her. We lived together. We built a home together. I was like, I'm going to be alone for a year, and I'm going to figure myself out. And oh, it's my cousin. Hey, what's up, fool? You on speaker? You're on my podcast right now. I'm recording. You deaf motherfucker? What's going on?
Oh shit, my bad.
What's up?
I just figured the whole time.
Hey, you're on speaker and we're recording.
Oh shoot, what up though?
What's up, Primo? What's you doing, man?
Shit, what's up, cuz? What's breaking? Nah, just saying.
Hey,
Shit.
I'm gonna tell that story. Our last conversation. Is that okay?
Which one?
The one where you said my boy's getting locked up. He wants to go to a show. Can you get him in? He's about to do a stretch.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's the funniest conversation ever, bro. How are you? I love you, dog. God is good. What's up?
I love it too. Nothing much. Just giving you a call, let you know right now I got some time. I don't think I'm gonna work this week, so I might try to slide out that way to go do your podcast.
Okay. Okay.
Hop on, say what's up to the people.
Yeah, we'll get it cracking. What day are you down here?
I don't know. Let me see what's up. I might just take off out there tomorrow, maybe.
Okay. Hit me up. We'll make it happen. I'll make you work overtime.
Oh shoot! All right,
I know,
cool,
not
man.
you. I pointed at my podcast producer. You can't see that because that means you have to record 3 times this week. But we'll stack them. We'll stack
That's all
them.
right.
I gotta get you while you're in town. We'll get you into a show too.
Oh heck yeah! All right, yeah. I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, what's up, people? Late.
All right. All right. I'll call you back when I'm done.
All right, late.
All right. Peace. That's my cousin. From the active side. This fool called me up, dude. This is the funniest shit ever. He called me up and he said, "Hey, my boy's about to do a stretch, get locked up, and do some time, but he really wants to go to a comedy show before he gets locked up. Can you get him in?" Isn't that's a crazy sentence. And then I was like, yeah, I got Laugh Factory Friday, Comedy Store Saturday. And he's like, well, he can't do weekends because he has to hustle. He got to sell white girl. He got to sell cocaine because he's got to stack chips to give his family money before he gets locked up. And I'm just laughing. Like, bro. And he's laughing too. You know, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
This is my family. And then I go, how's baby Bozo doing? He's currently incarcerated right now. And then he's like, he's in the hole right now. And then I was like, for what? He goes, attempted murder. And then he said, but there's not enough judges right now to process criminals because LA is so overpopulated with criminals that they might just drop the charges. And I was like, good, God is good. God is good. But it's in prison. Is it really attempt? You know, it's not on the streets. It's not like he's attempt on Miss Daisy over there. He attempt on, a murder or whatever. I say fair game in there. That's all I say. Is this so bad? Is that a bad attitude? I say, I love him. I want him to get out. He's rehabilitated. This is so crazy. How white do I look? And my cousins are just straight gangsters from the barrio. It's fucking, I know I talk about it a lot, but it just is fascinating, right?
Yeah.
I've shown you photo. We'll get him on the pod. You met him.
Yeah.
My other cousin,
Yeah.
Groucho. The grenade story. I mean, come on. This is crazy. This is crazy. Don't test me. I love having family that I could call up if somebody betrays me and we could make them disappear. You know what I'm saying? Feels good. That feels so good. So watch out, comedians. You talk shit to me. I'm just kidding. These are jokes. Un chiste. That's Spanish. Good joke. Told you I was Mexican. Because people still at the Improv, he's like, I was taking a piss. The guy's like, are you really Mexican? I was like, why would I make that up? You know? Like, I guess people do. It's fucking wild, bro. They're wild boys. They're wild boys. Just straight active. I got to get my sisters back on because we're talking about, like, we're clearly not gang affiliated in any way, shape, or form, but we're near it. So we were exchanging stories, and we don't realize how many stories we have. I told you about getting hit up by gangsters, and then my sister told me, she's like, yeah, we're hanging out in T Flats area, Tortilla Flats. It's the area of Torrance that gets dicey. It's like Berendo. It's by the 110 freeway, Figueroa, and east of Western. It just gets a little dicey over there. And so my cousins, some of them are from Harbor City and some of them are from Tortilla Flats, and they don't get along. And these are like my cousin. This is like family. I'm not explaining this right. I don't know the politics. Anyways, it's a family party. And one of my cousins is dating this gang, and one of my cousins is dating this gang, and now they're at the same party, and shit pops off. This is a family barbecue. And then my sisters have to run and hide in the bathroom because, you know, I think those gunshots, and then they're hiding in the bathroom. They hear fools on the side of the house get the fuete, that means gun. And then rest his soul, Abba Dabba, he's grandpa, but he's like 80. He comes out in his underwear with a gun, you know, he's like, why? You know, he's like, get the hell off my property. And I'm just like, this is crazy. This is crazy stuff. This is just crazy. Anyways, I'm not trying to promote gun violence. It's just quite fascinating to me. And, oh yeah, there's one thing I wanted to clear up. When I was driving like a psychopath last week and running red lights and shit, I want to make that clear. The only life I was endangering was my own. Not that that's good. I was in an industrial part of Gardena where like Eat Italia is. And it's just no one around. It's industrial, and it was rainy. And because not that I'm a complete lunatic. I would never drive like that around people. I may have been driving aggressive a little bit and, you know, calling people pussy, but as they can't hear me, you know. And the red light I was running was like, I had a green light straight and the red light turn, you know, but I could see no one's coming. So I'm just running red lights at like 60, but like for fun, not for danger, you know? Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not just saying, look at all that traffic, let's see if I could get through. It was not like that. It was just like, there's no one around, fuck this red light. It was like that, because I was like, oh no, I don't want to portray myself like that or promote shit like that. But it was just like, I gotta feel something, you know? I ain't got no weed. I ain't, you know?
We should find you something else besides.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. It's just the first week. It's got, you know, like now already I feel a million times better. Those first 3-4 days, I was on edge, bro. I wanted to fight everyone. I cussed out my father. I had a good set though. I took it out on the laughter. Prop. Just no nonsense. Boundaries. I'm sick of this shit, you know? Like, I just call people out on their shit. Like, if you're toxic, you're bad, bye. I watch all the TikToks. I'm done with that shit. Onward and upward. I have no room for anyone helping me go down. Immediately. Bye-bye. Kick rocks, motherfucker. We're keeping it good. We doing love, pets, animals. We helping people. We giving cars away. We doing good shit. We ain't doing bad shit. So what? We run a little red light. That's man's law. That ain't no God's law. Give me your pineapple, Yusuf. What else had happened? Hang on. Did I finish all my stories? I know I don't even like labels.
We still got to do the Camry story.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if we're
Yeah, we could
finished.
talk about that. So, Sadie moved out, and we had 2 vehicles, 2 people, and now no need. So, honestly, too, I straight up like the 17-year-old Camry more than the Optima. It drives better. It's better on gas. And I truly believe it probably will last longer, too. I swear to God. That thing.
200?
I think it'll go another 200 because everyone took impeccable care of it. It went from my mom to me, and we both take care of things. Maybe not ourselves and our human body, but everything else. But, you know, just like, you know, I'm a successful comedian now, appearance-wise, showing up in a 2-tone saggy diaper roof with push pins in it. The little radio from the hood with all the lights, you know, from 1996, the Kenwood from Wilmington. You know, I was just like, oh, you got to do the Optima. You got to do the Kia. It's of this decade, kind of, sort of. It's 9 years old, 8 years old instead of 17. And so obviously I kept the Optima, but I swear, man, and it's worth a lot more money to street value. I can't give you this one. It's worth 10 G's, you know? So I gave my little cousin, because he's a good, sweet kid. If he was bad, I would not have given it to him. We're talking about rewarding good behavior. So I'm tired of knuckleheads out there. I was a knucklehead. These fools don't know. You're all enablers. They just enable fools. People need to learn. You can't keep giving people handouts. You have to cut them off. I'm so glad I finally woke up, because, I mean, God bless my mother's soul with unconditional love, but you can't keep helping me to a certain point. I have to become a man and grow up and take care of myself. We all know those people. Let me just get that money. Oh, let me borrow $2,000. You already owe me $2. Give me the $2, and then maybe, you know. Everyone's got one or two in their family. They never grew up. They never took care of themselves. It's especially rampant in Mexican families with baby boys, the baby. Actually, most ethnic families, I would say, I feel like, maybe I'm being ignorant on this, but like in certain Middle Eastern cultures, the boys are spoiled, kind of. I don't know. Maybe I'm full of shit. I remember learning that. Anyways, I won't speak on that. I don't have enough knowledge.
Yeah, me neither.
I have it in the Mexican culture because I've seen it in several other families, including mine, you know, several times over. You can't spoil kids. It's fine, like, spoiling them to a certain degree, but it's just like you got to earn stuff in this life where you create these spoiled brats, and that never grow up. And then
all second generation rich kids tend to be like that.
Yeah. The Conrads. I hate trust fund kids. Go earn it, bitch. But also, like, I want my kid to be a trust fund kid, but I'm going to beat the shit out of him, you know? Just kidding. Those just jokes. Generational trauma stops here. No, but I don't know how to do it, but you just got to make them earn it. I don't got kids, and I'll deal with that when it comes. There's nothing wrong with giving your child everything, but there must be some sort of earning system and repercussions when they don't behave. You got to have discipline, or you're just going to have a sugar kid that runs amok and goes on drugs or crime or whatever the hell they get into. It's not going to be good. We've all seen it.
Part of your job as a parent is to prepare these kids for the real world and to succeed and do well, and you're not always going to be there, so you can't just hand them everything.
Or maybe make them have a job to earn that trust fund. You're like, okay, you want this gold at the end of the rainbow? Here's the things you have to do. If you do not do these things, you will not get that thing. I will give it to Haiti. My friend Haiti, not the country. The country. I'm just kidding. That's just silly jokes. I got jokes. That was a dad joke right there. So I gave my little cousin a Camry. We'll insert some photos here. I got a 5-minute video. Maybe we'll slice that in too. Read the note, fool.
What? I told you you'd be happy to come home.
Of course, bro. Yeah. So much. Yeah, I missed it. Of course. You about to be driving with no license?
Oh, sorry.
I warmed it up too. Oh yeah, for sure, dog. I mean this. You one promise. You warm this bitch up. It's old Betsy. She's tanker. She's a fucking tanker. She's got 216,000 miles on it. I swear to God, she'll go another 200,000 miles if you let it warm up. You gotta let it warm up. Cause you'll hear it. It revs real high. Hey, what's up? We're still filming. It revs real high for you'll see. I warmed it up already, but when it's cold, it'll rev for like 2 minutes and let it warm up, let it calm down, and then this thing will drive to Arizona, to Sacramento, wherever, dog. It was really cool. I never felt so happy and like proud to be in a position to do something like that. And just like he's a good, sweet kid and he deserves it. And I love him and it's awesome. It was a big old pile of love. A fantastic. Now let's get to these dark notes. Oh, this is just an angry rant. I don't know how to say this without sounding like a dick. You know, we're becoming more successful and I'm blowing up and it's awesome and I'm thankful and I'm grateful, but there's just more questions and more like DMs, like good problems, but people just asking the same questions and like, what's your website? You just go, it's on the flyer. It's on my fan page. It's also my name. Google. You know, and I'm just trying to answer everybody, but you're just spread too thin. It's like, once again, it's good problems, but I'm just like, dude, it's on the post you asked the question on, you know?
Yeah.
You know? And you just go, ugh. And they're sweet, and it's coming from a place of love, but I want to strangle them. We should have turned off the heater.
Close.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
It's just
I
frustrating.
imagine it's a common problem with people in your fame level and beyond even.
Yeah, because like Kevin Hart just turns off the DMs. He
Yeah.
never exists, and you figure it out. Me, I'm still like, we sold 250, 300. We didn't sell out, you know? So I'm like trying to get everyone in there. But I'm just overextended. I'm one man. People think I have a social media team. You post the clips, but it's just me and you, baby. It's just me and you. Edit the clips and post, but everything else is me. And it's just, I know I sound like a bitch complaining, and I hate that, but it's just true. It's just like, help me out, man. And there are people that are saints. That's what it was. It was one person and I knew them. What's your website? You know me. We played Little League together. It's my name. What time's the show start? It's on the flyer. It says it. I promoted it so much. I'm running advertisements. What time do you go up? You know, you just go, you snap. The show starts at 8. Get there 15 minutes beforehand. Is that so crazy? Oh, you going at 8:30? I'll be there at 8:29. Fuck your openers. You just go to the show, man. Just go. Let me get free tickets. Sure. That's how I make my living, though. But I'll get you in. Oy. It just drives me to drink, boy. You got any whiskey? Oh. I just gotta turn off my DMs, but I like tits, and they be sliding in there too. I tell you what, boy. Just kidding. Did I tell you I got some titties sent to me and I showed my daddy? This is when he smiled and he goes, "You live a good life, son." God damn, that girl was hot. It was crazy. There's nothing better than just opening up a random thing and it's areolas, you know? And you're like, wow. God is good. God is good. Tits at 8 a.m. Tits at 8 a.m.
And they're for you, too.
I know. Wow. Wow. These notes are too long. I don't want to read my own notes. That one just says, I love weed. Oh, weed. I love you. I'm going to fuck you in your butt. I swear to God. The last sentence. That's what it says. I love weed. Oh, weed. I'm going to fuck you in your butt. Can you zoom in on that? Can you see that bottom line?
Oh, shoot. Hang on.
We'll screenshot it.
Yeah, we'll post it too. But
I'll just screenshot it. What, Craig? What do you write? I don't even remember this. I just need to read this. I feel like the whole world needs to get sober. Because I'll have thoughts and I'll just voice text them, you know?
Yeah.
And here's one. Here's one when I was driving. Whew. Get crazy in that car. What is it with the car? I've said all this before, but it's coming up more and more and more because I am quitting weed or off weed 9 days. And everyone keeps hitting me up and they're asking questions. Oh, I got another mic drop shit like Darius's God analogy. I did it on my story, so you may have seen it. But like a lot of people are asking me like, why are you quitting weed? Why are you quitting weed? Your life is good right now. And I said this, and I said like, I am fine on weed. I am fine, but I don't want to be fine. I want to be great. I want to be the best version of myself. And I know it's holding me back. I know I'm lying to myself when I say I'm fine, but I don't want to be. I want to sell out theaters. I want to get it. I want to Joe Coy this shit. I want to Pitbull this shit, Mr. International. I want to get my cousin out the hole. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you a lawyer, baby bozo, and hope you're not institutionalized like brother Hector. I'm gonna get Hector out too. I'm gonna get these full jobs. They're gonna be security. Probably catch another charge. Get me in a lot of trouble. But I'll try. I'll try to get him out. You know what I mean? Oh, crazy shit. Okay, back to reading this. I feel like... Can I read? I feel like the whole world needs to get sober. Or sober to some degree. You know, what some of this stuff is repeat, but it's like, if you're on heroin, then switch to dabs. If you're on, you know, narcotics, switch to mushrooms. If you're a stoner and you're not where you need to be, then you need to quit. I've said it a million times, but I'm not telling Snoop Dogg to quit weed. You work at Trader Joe's, Chris. Put the pipe down. No. He said no.
I'm fine.
My point is, you can always come back. If you're a stoner and you're not where you want to be in your life, quit for 1 year and see what happens. See what happens. I love Nipsey Hussle. Fuck. I love Nipsey Hussle. And he says, like, if I have a lot of business on my plate, I'm not smoking weed. It makes you sharp. But he also said, if I'm feeling violent, baby bozo, you're feeling violent, smoke the weed. Smoke the weed. Because then, not so violent. Namaste, everybody. It's just like, you know, back to the stuff I say all the time. If God didn't make it, don't take it. I think the devil's in cocaine and alcohol, and God is in mushrooms and marijuana. I'm a little fiend and I abuse stuff, so I gotta put it down. Put it down. I lost my place. God didn't make it, don't take it. I said, do what you want with this information. Just you know yourself best, and that's all I'm saying. I'm telling you my story, my life, and it helps a lot of people in recovery and so on and so forth. And then these people just slide in the DM as the comment, like, and I'm like, fuck off. Like, I'm just telling you what it is from a realistic perspective for me. Because, like, some people are like, you're promoting mushrooms. Some people are crackheads and they can't do one. Well, fuck you. And they're on crack anyway, so maybe they need mushrooms. Go dig in a turd and get yourself high, you know? I don't know.
Some people are addicted to commenting, too, I think, where that's their thing.
Yeah.
And it devolves to what all they do is just post negative stuff constantly.
Yeah, just troll. Like, what am I doing interacting with these people? We're trying to vibrate higher as well as tell the story so people can relate and be like, oh, you fucked up? I'm fucked up too. I get told this all the time, like, you could still have fun sober. You're hope for me. Because I didn't think I could have fun sober. You think this old drug addict thought he could have fun? It's my everything. I was like, what do I do? I just quit weed, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. You know how many times I whack it? It's awful. Nobody's supposed to be whacking it. I need help. Oh, shit. You know? Every time I open the app, it like scrolls back up to the top and I lose my pace. Fuck you, AI. I'll fucking kill you. I'm just kidding. Namaste. Namaste. Smoke weed. You're getting violent, Craig. I said, I understand life is hard, so do what you got to do. And sometimes you got to do some shit, so I don't make sense. I'm also voice texting, doesn't always pick it up correctly. And I keep losing my damn place in this giant paragraph that keeps going up and down. I'm not dumb, says every dumb person. I'm highly intellectual, but I know I have some weak spots too.
Don't you have mild dyslexia?
I have mild dyslexia. I have severe ADHD, but I don't believe in labels.
Sorry.
So you take that back, Chris. I just said, all right, I'll just cliff notes this shit. Get sober for a year. See how everything cleans up. Your life, your relationships, your skin, your weight. You save money. You can always come back. You can come back to heroin. You hear me? And then the final sentence, just me going on a tangent how much I love weed and I want to fuck it in the butt. And that's the whole thing. Oh, hangry. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Should I tell that story? I have two stories. One's about sex. I ate a stranger's asshole in the back of my Kia Optima on Sunset Boulevard, New Year's Eve. I was drinking weed water, smoking a joint. Happy New Year, you know? I just hit it raw and came on my door, my Kia Optima door. Oh, fuck, my family listens to this podcast. Shit. These are the things. You know, this is interesting. This is spicy. This is the stuff. I'm literally it's just hitting. It's fucking booty bent over back in the middle console, just pop, pop, pop. And I'm just smoking joint, drinking as much weed water as I can because it's my last night, you know? This is my last night. And it was awesome, man. It was fucking awesome. And I was just like, felt so cool on Sunset Boulevard right there in front of Pink Dot. The whole world could see. I don't have tint on my Kia. You think I got tint money yet? You saw my gold chain. It ain't that big. And then I'm just thinking, like, when it was all done, I was like, oh, man, you need help. You need help. You say a stranger's ass hit it wrong, came in your car door. Get your life together, Craig. And then she was a wild girl, too. It was her idea. I don't know how I attract these women into my life, but God bless them. Oh, shit. And so me and the homie, I ain't going to name names, I'm learning, and we were having a good time. It was New Year's Eve, you know, and it was at the Comedy Store, and it was cracking. And it was cracking. Everybody's fucking everybody. It was awesome, man. And then, so the homie, it was me and my homie, and it was two dudes, two girls, and then, but you know, you got like you go that way, I go this way, and then, so he went his way, I went my way. We both have stories to tell, you know. And then, the girl was wild, and once again, it's scary to talk about this stuff because of the climate. But she's like, take a picture of my booty bent over up like this. And I was like, okay, no problem. And I did, and then I said, can I text it to my boy? I asked permission, and then she said yeah, 'cause she's a wild girl. And then I texted. Oh no, I have to say names, otherwise it's not gonna make sense. I end up texting. I text the picture and I put Happy New Year, you know, because it was New Year's and we both were getting laid, and it was two wild girls and two wild boys, and we were having a good time in separate locations. And then And she's a hottie, and she's proud of her body, you know. And she poses for the magazines and shit. And then she's like, yeah. And I was like, I'm going to text my boy. We're just going to say his name. I'm going to text my boy Jamar Neighbors. And then I'm going to put Happy New Year, cool? And she's like, yeah, she greenlit me. And then I sent it. And then that's a great text, you know, a beautiful booty up in the air, beautiful pussy. Is this too vulgar? Is this too much? Oh. Hey, family, don't listen to this anymore. This is an interesting story. It's my job to tell these things, right?
Yeah.
Why do everyone's so pussy. It's just so scary. Whatever. And so I text it to my buddy, and then he doesn't respond. And then, you know, I was fucked up, so I went about, you know, drove home, whatnot, and then with empty balls and a belly full of weed water. God is good. And then drove home, and then the next day, you know, he didn't respond. I was like, that's a good text. Like, who doesn't respond to that, you know? And I look closer, and I'm like, oh, no. And I texted to my flamboyantly gay neighbor, James neighbor, that I saved like that, you know? And I went, holy shit. I was like, I meant to text that to my buddy Jamar. I'm so sorry. And he just laughed, a lot of laugh emojis, like, I thought you got hacked. And then I told Jamar the story, and we're just laughing, having a good time. I don't think he'll give a fuck about sharing that. We did nothing but have a good time, so it's just fun. And then old girl hit me up again. I was like, I like to dabble, but you can't stay too long. You can't stay too long. I ain't knocking that up. That sounds so bad in this world right now. Whatever, you know it's true. Y'all see some poor dude get attached to a crazy. Whew. I'm still scared, you know. We'll see in 9 months if I dodge that bullet. Oh, man. I just sound like a monster in all my stories. No, I ran red lights in a sweet way. No. I'll show you the text. The proof is in the receipts. I was a wild girl. I'm scared of her, man. You got me. Well, you got me once. I'd say that about drug abuse and addicts and anything. Like, I always kept my hand on the side of the pool. I was in the deep end. I was close to drowning, but I held on. You hold on. Don't you let go. You see those fools, they drift out. And the abyss gets them. Heroin, pussy, drugs. I held on. One lonely night, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Don't do it, Craig. Stay strong. We need sweet girls, not chaos. Sweeties are good. Chaos, it's fun, but you can't. Hold on to that rail. Hold on to that rail. We all know a guy that married a chaos, and vice versa. There's chaotic men and a sweet lady, and there's chaotic women and a sweet man. Just, I'm trying to be with sweet peas. Nice, good souls. Poquito chaos. You gotta have a little, you know, but not that. All right, now for some wholesomeness. I went to my nephew's 5th birthday party. And I gave him $100 because he's fascinated with money and he really wants a Benjamin, and no one would give it to him because it's a Benjamin. But good thing inflation made it about $6. So I was like, here, that's nothing. That gets you a dozen eggs, kid. Good luck. Good luck. Get your guns, get your seeds. That's what I told my 5-year-old nephew. Get some guns, get some seeds, get some soil. Wildlife. What a wildlife. I love a wildlife. Love a wildlife. You know? Fantastic. Who needs a booster when you eats a stranger's ass? Oh, there's another note. I mean, attempted murder in prison. I mean, come on. You killed a guy. You probably killed the guy. It crosses out. Double negative. 0-0. I don't know. That's something. I saw it in a movie once. The Arrival. Good movie. Jeremy Renner. That one just says you got to start getting better habits because whacking it and going to bed at 4 a.m. will not get Sadie back. Oh no, this is disgusting. I didn't even finish my damn story about my nephew's party. I better finish that before we go into this other stuff. It was, my sister goes all out. God bless her and her beautiful family, man. They had a jumper. They had this interesting piñata that there was like a spinny thing. You pull the belt and candy flies everywhere. I'm old school. I like that, you know. I'm going to make piñatas that have like the FBI and the CIA and the DEA on it, the alphabet. I'm like, and my kids probably, you hit that shit. Trust nobody. The CIA admitted they killed Kennedy and pretty much, and nobody gives a shit. They murdered an acting president, and nobody cares, and they're still in control. Am I the only one that is just like, what is happening? Nobody gives a shit. Anyways, back to the party. Good things. Focus on the good things. It was so good. They had Cane's chicken, pizza, cupcakes. I brought the fireworks, and they had kids and adults, and not too much booze. That's good. Sometimes it's like it's like, hey man, this is for a 5-year-old. Why is there a keg? Now, you know, back in the day that I would want that, but now I'm like, nah, it's a kid's party. We had Zapp and Rogers bumping. Only one kid lost one tooth. I put it on the gram. That shit was funny. And God, that kid is cute too. He's so sweet. He was crying, but then he's all smiles because I wanted to make fun of him. I'm a comedian. I was like, can I have a picture of your tooth? And he's like, yeah, and he just smiled. He's just funny kid, man. And then yeah, that's it. Just a good party. All right, I don't want to go into that other note till later. Oh Jesus, your notes. What are you doing, Craig? Well, that one's not so bad. Dating now. I only want professionals, but in another business. You know, like a lawyer or a doctor. Good luck, Craig. Don't let them listen to this episode, Craig. Just equal success. Not that mattered, but you know what I mean? Like in just the right trajectory. Just going, we gotta go up. I'm done being down there. And but not in the Hollywood shuffle, because it's just too much. Not that I did that a few times, and it never ended terribly. So, I said I like a businesswoman that is about business, because then she's kind of like a dude and will invite you over, and you know, you get down to business. She's like, all right, you gotta go. I have some legal papers to attend to. And I'm just like, are you a dude? I love you. Like, you kicking me out? Fantastic. I'll go home to my cats. Thank you. And up top before that was like, be celibate for a year. And then underneath that, immediately after I said that, I said, fuck being celibate. I need to come. And then I went into another note, praying to God. God, just please send me some blowjobs with no strings attached. Some good head to get over my sorrow. Then I will heal. That's a note. This is what I know. What is going on? This is what happens when you're raised in dive bars. Oh, and then when I was talking to my father, not yelling at him, I forgot because he said you're dirty, and I was like, Dad, I got it from you. We went to all the dive bars in all the land, and you collected envelopes of money from men that didn't have corporate jobs. They're all painters, carpenters, Vietnam War vet, Korean War vets. Pretty racism in these places, these establishment. And I was like, I told him a story. I saw a guy order a cup of Jaeger at noon, and he had a Korean War vet hat on, and he said something so racist. And I was a little kid, and it scared me. He said, like, the more and more I work with these, and he used an Asian slander word, Asian persons. I can't say it. I don't want to get canceled. He said, the more and more I work with these people, the happier I am at my body count is from the war. While drinking a cup of Jaeger in the daytime at the American Legion in Torrance, California. I'm 9. And I'm just like, have a Pepsi, please. It just shapes you, bro. Thank God I didn't get racist. I always knew that was wrong, too. And but my parents taught me that, too. I told that story of how the media, I was a little kid when the riots were popping off in 92, and they were getting closer to my house, and I made a little poster, like, it said something ignorant, like black people are bad, but I was a little kid, and I blamed the media for that, because my parents immediately caught that, like, oh, no, like, that's not what this is. Like, we don't play that in this house. But my dad will also say some shit like, build a wall. And I'm like, but what about mom? What about my grandma, who's an illegal immigrant, who came over here with no citizenship and made you the best food you've ever had? Well, not her. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I wonder why I'm complex. Look at this stuff. Oh, no, where was the other note? These notes are killing me. Oh, that one's fun, but it's repeating pattern. It just says, how addicted to weed are you, and how you keep telling yourself it could be worse, it could be worse, it could be worse. Yes, but it could be better. This is another version of what I already said. Oh, that one, I've said this a bunch, but I will do hard drugs at 80, 90. If, you know, I'm 80, 90, but my legs don't work, we're going out like that. Give me the morphine drip. I got no STDs right now. God is good. These are terrible notes, Craig. This is bad. Oh shit, that's a funny one. So my boy Adam Hubry came to the Irvine show, and with all my old homies from high school, I played baseball with, and Adam Hubry, his link is Hoobs Glass on Instagram. He's top 3 bong maker in the world. He sells pipes and bongs for $100,000, $100K. He's absolutely unbelievable, the things he can do. His smokable bongs and pipes make me nervous. I would never smoke out of them or touch them. I'm like, give me the $500 model, sir. I don't want to touch the $100K bong. But if you look at them, the intricate detail and the art that goes into them, sometimes it takes 2 to 3 to 4, 5 guys with his skill level to make these giant pieces. They have this one space station one. I think they're trying to sell for $500,000. It's crazy. The big tech nerds, dude. They got billions and they smoke pot, and that's nothing to them. How about you go feed some children? There's starving kids all over. I want a $500,000 bong. And so I was telling the driving on mushroom story, and I forgot stuff. First of all, he didn't remember a bunch of stuff that you know what I'm trying to say. We both forgot so much details to this story, to where when the police came when we were on mushrooms, the loosey-goosey driving on mushroom story, he said that I turned into like some military base or something, and the army came. And I was like, I don't remember the army. I thought it was highway patrol, but we were all bugged out on mushrooms, you know. And then we were just laughing. We're like, so what happened? We're like, did anybody even come at all? Was it all in our head? Because I ended up telling him, because there was 4 of us total. This is the behind-the-scenes details of the loosey-goosey story, my claim to fame, my driving on mushroom story. And there was 4 of us. It was me. This is nothing but love, so we can name them. It was me, Andrew Trainer, my homie. He's killing it as a chef. My homie Devin Barnes, he's killing it, surfing, snowboarding, taking his kid. He's got his own business. And Adam Hoovery, and he makes pipes and bongs. He's killing it. And it's all good dudes, and I love them. And so we get kicked out. You've seen the bit, 6 million hits. If you haven't, go watch it. It'll make this story will make more sense. And so we get kicked out by the damn park ranger, motherfucker, cock blocker. We're just trying to have fun in the woods, safe. And you ruined it. And you made me drive on drugs, you piece of shit. I did not want to. It's all in the story. But we got to get out because we're getting kicked out. And then he rats us out with his radio to whoever. And then apparently the army came too. I don't understand. But he's like, yeah, like these military police and a Hummer or something. I'm like, what? I have no recollection of this. He's like, oh yeah, I was scared. And I was like, I thought it was highway patrol. But maybe they both came. I don't understand. Don't do drugs, guys. Don't do drugs. Just too much drugs is what the moral of this is. But we were peaceful. They ruined it. I'll had to add the military police to the piñata for my boy. And so what had happened was we get kicked out, and then we're over on this dirt road, and then 2 of us, I think it was Devin and Adam, snuck back into the campsite because we had left a bong, like a glass-on-glass nice bong that the homie made. At that time, he wasn't, he was very new. He was maybe 1-2 years into making pipes and bongs, and he wasn't world-class rich motherfucker, and that was a very expensive piece and of value. And also when we were kicked out by the park ranger, the bong was on the ground, and we were hiding it like little rascals, like behind our bodies, like nothing, when you move, like nothing to see here, sir. Huh? And that's hilarious. So we get kicked out, and this is like, shout out to how brave these fools are, because we got kicked out by police on hallucinogens, and you know how scary that is. It's in the bit, but that is the devil reincarnate. That's like, no, you're not supposed to be here right now, man. This is good vibes, and you're evil. You arrest people for what I'm on. And so they snuck back in at night with no flashlights. This was so long ago. There's no cell phone flashlight. You think 4 drug addicts had a flashlight? You think we brought a flashlight? We didn't have a tent. What were we going to do? Good thing we got kicked out. And so they snuck back in to the campsite to retrieve the bong in the dark after being kicked out by the police and I don't remember the exact timeline when the other police came. And I don't know when the military got involved either. There's just so much to the story I don't understand now. And then, but I do remember this because we're all shrooming, and I believe it was me and Andrew stayed back, and then we started smoking hash. Because, what are you going to do? And then we get real high, and we're just tripping, looking at the stars in the dark. And then the homies come out of the bushes. But we were so fucked up that we forgot about them,
Yeah.
We didn't. How do you forget? It's his car. What do you forget? And then we got so scared, and we're like, I remember like thinking it was like, is this a bear? Is this a wolf? Is this a chupacabra? Is this a murderer? What? You're on mushrooms. You hear rustling in a dark bush, and then they came out with the bong, like, yeah, and they retrieved it. Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
That's awesome. That's crazy. That's crazy. I got good friends. They're real ones. We ain't no pussy boys. Damn. And I ended up explaining this at Irvine. The bit that went viral, I say we crashed in the back of a parked highway patrol car. That story is 99.9. That part didn't happen. I had to say that part because it just ended. And we're like, yep, we went home. And that's not spice, you know. But now I might think I might end it with 100% truth. And I figured out a new punchline and be like, that's white privilege. But my homies was black, so not really. I don't know. It's hard to find a big punchline.
Especially if it's got to be 100% true.
Yeah. All my shit's like 99, 98. You know what it is. I change a name in it and I feel funny about it. They must know who did this. But that's what I find that keeps it funny to me, which I believe translate then to the audience. So I'm like, this is my truth. This shit happened. My uncle did get locked up. My cousin is in prison. I did lose a tooth to dope. You know, like, this is who I am, or who, you know, I'm a storyteller. I tell the shit. Oh, but then we were talking about mushroom stories, and we were talking about, you know, different times we tripped. And then I said, like, oh, yeah, I remember. He made me remember of a time I took a shit on mushrooms, and I just had to keep wiping because I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, did I get it all? I can't tell. I just kept wiping. And he was like, is there poop on here? I see spots. Did I get it? Did I get it? My booty was raw, boy. Woo! My booty be raw from too much wiping. Y'all ever take a shit on mushrooms? Feels like alien's coming out of your ass. You're just like, is that a centipede? Shrooms be changing everything. You just be like, you pooped on mushrooms?
I tried, but I was in my buddy's bathroom and he had a black shower curtain that just felt evil and demonic.
Yep. See? That's all it takes.
And then I tried to leave the bathroom, but I didn't pull up my pants or my underwear, and everybody's like, whoa, buddy, get back in there. You got it. You're not done yet. You're not done yet.
Mushrooms, man. Mushroom. I had a homie in high school bugged out on mushrooms. We're all tripping. He whipped it, and it was like, I ain't going to name him because I'm scared of him. He stabs people sometimes. But he's in and out of prison, my old tweaker buddy. And we're at tweaker buddy's house, lunatic, you know, into speed, into fast music, gets locked up quite frequently. And he, my other buddy is bugged out on mushrooms too much, and he doesn't know what's what, and he whips his dick out and he starts pissing on the wall of my buddy's room. And my buddy just punches him in the face. And now the guy's just knocked out with pissing on himself, you know.
Yeah.
And he's a little guy too. We're like, oh, this is bad. This is all bad. We're just trying to watch Fantasia. And this guy got knocked out for pissing on the wall. But kind of like, he kind of had that coming. But also, he's so drugged out, he didn't even know where he was. You know?
He didn't learn a lesson because he didn't know what he was doing.
It's like, hey, man, master your high, bro. You can't be doing that shit. This guy's a thug. He'll knock you the fuck out. You think he's going to hesitate? That's his first reaction. That whole family's wild. That's 3 boys. They're all in and out, locked up. God, Torrance seems safe, but it's wild. This is a wild. These are my childhood friends. I don't understand. Oh, that's a funny story. My dad's gonna hate me for this one. When I was thinking, I was like, was I molested? You know? I do remember one time, because I used to sneak in to sleep with my parents because I was afraid. You know, I was a little kid. And I remember one time my dad rolled over and, like, grabbed my back. And then it wasn't my mom,
Yeah.
obviously, and he was like, oh, and then he punched me, and he's like, get the fuck out. And that's funny to me. Isn't that funny? That's funny. It's such a hard thing to say. Like, I was accidentally mildly molested by my father, but it wasn't. It was more like, oh, you piece of shit.
Look what you almost made me do.
That was funny, dude. That's such a funny thing. Yeah, my family hates me. How long we been rolling there, Tiger? I can't even.
Almost an hour 20 here.
Oh shit! All right. I didn't ask at 36 minutes. That's good, man. That's good. I guess since I have been helping a lot of people through the DMs that they've been telling me I've been helping, and once again, I'm not trying to brag ever. I think it's quite clear with like I got gold, you know. It's fool's gold. No, it's real. But I'm not ever trying to brag or be. I do believe in myself, and it is good to be confident, but I hate cockiness, and it's not. It's more that, you know what it is? If I could do it, you could do it. I had nothing, bro. I had nothing. I was a loser forever. And with no hope, no goals, no dreams, no aspirations. Just dead-end job to dead-end job. Until I actually found Trader Joe's. That was the first job that like treated me decent. And which, shout out to Trader Joe's. That's the company right there. And no, even though they fired me, no bad blood. It was the most serendipitous exit one could have at the most perfect time. And it's just, I like to inspire the knuckleheads, because when you're down there, you don't think you can get out. You don't know you can do good because you're told you're a piece of shit. So you lean in. That's like one of the sickest perversions of society, of humanity. Like, you're told you're bad, so you then seek validation. You know, it's like, it doesn't have to be like that. You could heal. You could get out of that shit. So when I flaunt my little All Saints $100 hoodie and my gold chain and giving away cars, it's never out of like, fuck you, I'm winning. It's out of like, no, you could do this shit too, because I was paycheck to paycheck. I cash advance. I owed all of my family money. I owed all of my creditors money. Now I have good credit, and they let me in the Sky Lounge. They done fucked up. They done fucked up. I'm going to try to meet a crazy girl and eat some ass in there. Because God is good. Because God is good. And that's all it is, man. I love you all. And shout out to you guys, because if you weren't here, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to make money and pay my rent and buy this tiny gold chain. I thought I was big hot shot, and then I'm at the party. I'm like, everybody's chain is bigger than mine. I don't give a fuck. I just wanted a piece because it feels good. It's kind of like a symbol, like, okay, we going up, we winning. And I wanted to say I thank you all. I love you all. You show up to all my shows. You tell me you listen to the pod. I always smile and go, oh shit, you know everything, because it trips me out, because you probably know me more than some of my family, unless they listen to the podcast. Then I'm sorry. Some of them listen and stop listening because I guess I talk shit. And I'm like, okay, you shouldn't have done what you did then. I'm sorry, I speak the truth. Yeah, that's it. Just sorry about that. Just keep your head up, you know. Fucking focus on the positive, even though I know it's hard. I literally say that, telling it to myself. You stay strong, Craig. And I just love you all, because without you, I wouldn't be here. And we're blowing up on Facebook. Instagram kind of shadow banned me again. Those fucking pussies. YouTube be stepping on my neck too. Mm-hmm. Facebook though is viral as shit. So like, subscribe, turn on the bell. I hate it when fools say that, But if you talk how I talk, you get shadow banned. So help me out. And but thank you, because you are helping me out also at the same exact time. That's that stupid corporate whatever the hell just stepping on us. It happened to Karen too. Did you say that on the pod or pre-pod?
That was pre-pod.
That poor girl shadow banned like a motherfucker because she talks about her butthole too much. It's true. It's crazy. And you have to type in her whole name. You have to type in her whole name, and it's slow to pop up, and it's buried a little bit, and I follow her.
Yeah. And she's got a blue check mark, too.
And she's verified. It's crazy. They just be stepping on people's necks who are independent and speak their mind. This seems to be the reoccurring theme to me. They did it to Chelsea Lynn. They do it to me. They do it to other famous fucks that I will not mention because they probably don't want me to. And all levels. It's insane. It's insane. They water stuff down. They make us not be us and speak and have natural conversations and dialect. Then we start censoring. It's annoying. It's the wrong direction. It's got everyone afraid of their thoughts, you know. And it's just weird. But anyways, back to positivity. Yeah, follow her. Turn on her bells because she's shadow banned. I'm in similar boat. But her Karen Feehan's ass is not shadow banned. And that always pops up first. And I always almost tag that. I'm like, no, that's the other one, which is weird. Karen Feehan, comedian, shadow ban, step on her neck. Karen Feehan ass, here you go. I don't understand any of this. I just don't trust them. And yeah, but I love you all. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and all that shit. And what?
We got a poop story.
You got a poop story. How the hell did I forget that? My spinal cord shit the bed. Let's go. Let's hear it, my guy.
Couch.
That's pretty bad.
It was,
and it seeped through.
Yeah.
Got on the couch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, so last week I had to cancel on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, sorry, Billy Wayne Davis. Here's the proof. You know, not that we need to explain, but
I woke up very nauseous. I didn't have diarrhea at first. I just kept, like, I get up, go to the bathroom, but I was feeling like I was going to throw up if I stood up. So I canceled. Spent the whole day diarrheaing pretty much. And then I thought, you know, I didn't eat anything. So I thought, I'm good. Everything's out.
If you weren't thinking, you wouldn't have thought that. That's a Sandlot quote. Oh, here it comes.
So I'm sitting on the couch, and I was, like, starting to feel better. I was ready to have some dinner, finally. And I felt like a fart come on.
Did you push?
I did.
Yeah,
because it didn't feel weird. It felt like just a regular old fart. And even after I farted, I was like, oh, you know, maybe I might have to go back to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, and how did it exactly go down? At some point I realized that, like, it's wet. Like, my sweatpants are wet in the back. And I touch it, and I'm like, oh, no fucking way. There's no way. So I go back to I'm like, it can't be. So I go look at the couch. And
it can't be. Oh, it is.
It's just.
Oh, it is.
It's a wet spot. It's like a diamond-shaped wet spot right on my couch cushion. But because it was like
diamond, what, you got a diamond asshole? Okay, Chris.
But because it was like after, you know, hours of diarrhea, it was literally just like the bile that comes out at that point, you know? Like, so it didn't even resemble poop. It didn't really smell like it. I used the pet spray, like
you turn the cushion over.
I haven't yet. There's no stain.
You should turn it over still. You should definitely turn it over. Let's just say I won't be sitting down if I visit you. No, I'll stand.
Yeah, now that I've expressed this, I don't think anybody's going to want to visit.
So, ladies, Christopher Lunn, he's a sweet guy.
Yeah, take the cushion on the left.
Yes. Sit on his lap. There you go, Tiger. Man. I ain't got no poop stories. Thank God. I shit the other week. I'm done, man. No more pooping. We're just trying to go better, go up. We done pooping our pants. We done raw dog and hoes you just met eating booty. We done. I don't know. What are you talking about? Hey, I love you all. Keep your head up out there. And yeah, thank you. You my fans, dude. You keep showing up, showing me love, and just I just love you and I appreciate you. Thank you. Namaste. Now go get it. Put down the pipe.